Hello everyone, my name is Jeff. I'm with the Stream Machines YouTube channel where we've taken the difficult things of streaming and we'll help you one video at a time. In this video, I'll also put this video on our new Rumble channel. In this video, we're going to look at two simple ways to make sure the apps on your device always work. Two simple ways. So if this is your first time to the Stream Machines YouTube channel or maybe the Stream Machines Rumble channel, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on either one of those platforms. Shoot me a message if you have some comments or want to ask some questions. That'd be greatly appreciated. I thank everyone for tuning in. This is going to be a very short video because I don't know. I've been asked to show why some of the apps don't work. Now, instead of going into any detail and getting long-winded, I guess the first thing you want to ask is where you're getting your apps from. Okay? And what I mean, there's so many app stores out there. You have the top YouTubers. Every one of them have their own website or applications that they give you unlinked codes or downloader codes, short codes, so they can provide you value. You can go to their site, you can install whatever you want, and that's good for streamers all over YouTube and the whole internet. But I'm talking about personally, you have to decide where you're going to get your apps, because if you're getting your applications from them, you're kind of dependent on them for keeping those files or URLs to those APKs or things that are installed up to date. And if they didn't develop them or create them, I'm not saying it's difficult, but not everyone has the ability to do that. So most people, when we coach our customers, when they ask for support, we actually have them use the Google Play Store. And maybe they get unlinked from the Google Play Store, which is on my device. Or they get Downloader, which is on every Android device, and you get reputable codes that they keep up with them. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, that includes Downloader. Some of the boxes you might purchase from across the pond, from China or whatever, they have Downloader in some of their own app stores. But if it's not version 2 and they still have version 1, that Downloader, which they're trying to give to you, it's not going to work. So the majority of people should use the Google Play Store for a lot of different apps. And there's a reason for that, because when there is a massive update on those applications from Google, if you got it from the Google Play Store, I don't have to worry about my different app like Kodi or private internet access or Sinclair or whatever it might be. If I'm getting it from the Google Play Store, Philo, it's going to update because it's going to auto update on the Google Play Store. All right. So the first thing I want to do, how to do it, the first simple way to get it done is to make sure that your Google Play Store apps are updated. All right. Make sure the Google Play Store apps are updated that you have. So if I go to my Google Play Store, it'll open up. I can go to my icon at the top here, press OK. You'll see where it says Manage Apps and Games. I have 2 updates, 2 pending. If I press OK here, it'll ask me, do I want to update the web view? Do I want to update Philo? So I'm going to hit Update All. And it just did all those. So if you update these 2, so it says it'll tell you all of them are all updated. So I don't have any updates. So the bug fixes and the UI updates are definitely there. And so that helps to get the apps to work, because I was getting a lot of complaints in our customer service portal that some of the apps were not, updating or not working. And they got them from the Google Play Store. So if you're getting them from the Google Play Store, make sure these apps are updated. The next thing you want to do is maybe you want to free up storage if you want, or you could go onto this device and get rid of whatever you like. All right. So if I push to the left again, here's where Play Protect. Now, Google has been really good over the years to scan apps just to make sure things are up to date. Sometimes they go overboard and they shouldn't protect, but they try to protect. I usually turn this off because sometimes they protect the apps that I don't want them to protect. And I don't know if that's to keep me from using them, but it's okay. I don't need Play Protect on. I'm a grown man. I'm an adult. And if I choose to install something on an open Android device, I appreciate the warning, but I'm going to take the chances on that. That's what you do. You always take the chances. So I keep these off. Okay. The next thing you could do is you could go to settings. If you want to keep it on auto update, which I do, they'll update at any time. All right. But I had to trigger those last two. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is the first way, simple way to keep your apps updated. The second simple way is to go into the settings of the device. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to settings, and then I'm going to go to apps, and then you can go to all apps. Let's say you want to clear all apps. There is another way to do it, that you can install an app called backup processes and whatnot. So if I wanted to, if you have access to that, you can go to a store here, like this one here, and then I can see backup, background and processes. I can click that, and it'll ask me if I want to install. I can hit open, and you can see some of the apps here. I can go to got it, and now you can close the multiple apps. So you have 20 apps here. There's nothing really open. So let's say I want to help download. So I click on download, or I can go here and clear the data or clear the cache. You can clear the cache off each one of your apps if you like to. That's pretty simple. And having something like this will allow you to clear the cache on each and every one of these individually, especially if you're using them a lot. Now, if you're not using them a lot and they're always open, just close them. But if you are using them a lot, to get them to work well, you can always just clear the cache. So let's say if I want to go ahead and clear unlinked, I would just go ahead and clear the cache right here. So I would hit that, hit OK, and it's done. I won't clear the data because I don't want to have to put my information back in. All right. So I hit the back button, that is cleared. So you just need a tool of some kind to put on your device so you'll know how to clear the back end. So I'm going to go ahead and close out the video. That's what I had for you today. Hopefully it was helpful for you. I know it's going to be helpful for our group that we support on an annual basis. As I close out this video, there's going to be some changes to my personal website and how I offer different devices. I'm looking at starting what I believe an installment plan for those that can't afford some of the top boxes. It's very easy to do, very safe and secure, because it's hard out here and some people just need a break financially. So stay tuned for that. I'm pretty excited about it because not a lot of people were thinking about it or whatever. So I like helping people get a way to stream legally. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't keep me a secret, and I'll see you in the next video.